Hey, what's up guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k. Hope everyone had a good Monday yesterday. And if you missed the two videos I uploaded, be sure to check them out. There's going to be a link in the description box below. So there's one regular version, which I think was really cool. But then there's the cinematic one that turned out mind-blowing. I was absolutely stunned by the visuals of this mod, because in particular this mod is quite heavy on the explosions and the lasers and the particles, and I find that really cool. So be sure to check out that Deathcore of Krieg versus Tyrannid battle. It was pretty sweet. Quite dark though, so I decided for today's video to brighten things up. Not only did I change the map itself, but I've also invited the Imperial Guardsmen, I think primarily Cadians, I think. This flag should be the Cadian one, right? So yeah, we've got a regiment of Cadian troopers here. So yeah, I changed the ground texture to snow, and I also modified the map. I've added way more trenches. We've got way more units. We have some of these turrets. This is the bolter version. We also have the missile turret here. They like self-deploy. Whenever you spawn one, they come out of the sky like they're sent from a starship, and they just land and auto-deploy, which I find quite cool. How can they survive such a drop? That's pretty insane. Anyway, we also have some basilisks back here. We have two command chimeras that are going to be feeding the trenches with reinforcements. Quite a lot less, though, than the enemy, which is, of course, Chaos. And, yeah, that's gonna be pretty sick. We've got Chaos Sorcerers, which I find pretty insane. They do crazy shit. It looks beautiful, and I think I always want to play around with sorcerers from now on whenever trying this mod out. And by the way, in the video I uploaded yesterday, I said I wasn't going to change mods all the time. I'm going to like stick to a mod per week. I've changed my mind. There are actually other things I want to do as well, so I completely withdraw that statement, but don't worry, that doesn't mean we're not going to be seeing any more Warhammer 40k this week after this video. There will probably be a lot more. I was thinking of doing like an Imperial Guard Super Fortress. We've never done anything like that, and that would be super cool. But yeah, without further ado, do check out those videos if you missed it, because whenever I'm gone for like a while, I haven't uploaded a Men of War video in like a month now, which is really saddening and tragic, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, am I crazy? Like, I'm losing my job over here. Like, get it together, Simon. But whenever you do come back from like a hiatus, which I've been on quite a few times this year and, you know, over the last couple of years, it does take a while for the videos to like hit the subscription boxes. I don't know why that is, but that just happens. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this battle. I do want to make one thing clear though. I have no idea who's going to win this one. This is one of those battles that I just want to throw out there before leaving this very battlefield. I haven't tested it till its completion. It's gonna last for about 10 minutes. It's gonna last for 10 minutes. Sorry. But, yeah, I mean, we've got a variety of units here. It's gonna be pretty crazy, man, you know what I'm saying? And Chaos can win. They can win. They've got a mix of units, too. They've got some Chaos Marines we haven't seen before, and some ground units we haven't seen before either. So, you know, we're progressing, even though this is a certified Hood Classic in terms of battles. Yeah, this is a proper certified Hood Classic, you know, just a defense and an attack, trenches, you know, artillery, all that stuff. We've been doing this for years. We know this stuff, but it gets better every time. All right, guys, I'm done talking, so let's get to the barking. We've got three sentinels up front, one with... In fact, all have rocket launchers, which are awesome, as you can tell. We have a Melta in the center, a Plasma here on the left side, and a autocannon on the far right. Yeah, that's the Sorcerer. He's like lunging frickin' purple balls that explode. Pretty insane. Definitely want to stay out of his way. Oh, that's a direct hit from a Plasma. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. You might have noticed that there's no cursor. Let me know in the comments section down below. Do you prefer me to have the cursor visible, or do you prefer it invisible so that you don't have anything disturbing the fully cinematic view? Sometimes it's easier to have a cursor to point things out, but it can be in the way when trying to get things filmed cinematically. So yeah, that sorcerer is going ham. Look at him. Okay, he's targeting this center sentinel right now. It is still standing. We've got a few guardsmen still alive in the trenches. Rockets away. That's so awesome. I think the sentinel on the far right... No, it's still active. It's smoking a bit, but it's good. Oh, the sorcerer is hitting this big trencher in the center. One of those... I'm not sure what to call them. Balls can easily kill, you know, a whole group of guardsmen in a... You know, in a near vicinity, I suppose. It's going at it. This autocannon is ripping the enemies apart. Okay, he's forced to dismount. Some of these turrets are kicking in right now. So these are the twin bolters. Heavy bolters, by the way. I mean, look at the size of those shells. Yeah, they're about the size of your fist. Maybe a bit more. Maybe the size of your foot. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like 20 mil or 40 mil even, I think. I mean, that's mind-boggling, but still, that's the kind of firepower you need against these kinds of enemies. At least some of them. So let's have a look at the enemy, now that we're talking about the enemy itself. So most of these grunts here on the ground are new. We haven't seen them before, like this beefy guy here. I like them. They look chaosy without reminding you too much of the guardsmen. But there is a variety of them, though. Big rush down the center, together with a sorcerer. Here he is. So he's a high-value target for the guardsmen to knock out. He's got long range on his staff. He's shielded by minions right now. Heavy bolters kicking in as well. They're just mincing these guys. I mean, there's... Oh! I think that's it, though, for the wizard. I'm not sure what he was hit by. I'm going to have to go back and rewind that. Oh, and we also have a Lehman Russ. Why not? No, why not? The enemy does have AT capacity, so it's not going to be a impossible target here for the Chaos attackers, the Heretics. But it's nice to see. I love it firing. So we've got a plasma cannon, I believe, or is it a melta-gun? There's usually blue. No, that's a plasma for sure. There's usually blue visible, though. Oh, that rocket launcher was destroyed quickly. And then we have two heavy bolters on either side. And, of course, that main gun, which I suppose is around 120 mil or something like that. It's hard to tell exactly because everything is so supersized in this game. Could be 200 mil as well. I mean, yeah, that's probably 200 mil. Who knows? But that's insane to think of a tank having that large a cannon. Then again, look at the size of the guardsmen nearby. It's like they're tiny. So we're coming into the center line right now. Some of the basilisks in the rear are definitely getting busy. So, but so far the far rear line is still untouched. The defenders by the ruin are now getting a taste of it. And here's a better look at their armor, which is, by the way, it's the regular guardsmen, but with, I think I'd call this winter armor or camo. It's more urban, but it really fits. I think it looks great. It's nice to vary things up. I don't think we've ever changed the text mod of the actual guardsmen ever before, so we've always used the green old Cadians. You know what? I'd really like to see like Mandingo quality skins and models for the guardsmen. That sounds weird, I know, but Mandingo is a very, extremely talented modeler and skinner, or texturer, I suppose you say. Skinner, that sounds like someone hunting and, like, you know, making pelts and clothing out of animal furs. Or is that a furrer? No, that's not a furrer. Is that even a word? A furrer? What am I talking about? But yeah, there's the sorcerer bolts. I mean, you're safe if you're a few feet away from it, but like that's gonna knock that bolter out. So that's adios, amigos. I'm getting caught up on this stupid shit. We got a twin bolter here on the right side too, just firing away. That's nice. The basilisks are still shaking the ground. So I think this is the first wave of reinforcements. So combined, the two chimeras will be deploying a dozen Kasrkin troopers to kind of like push the enemy back or to recapture some lost ground to kind of balance things out a bit. They will have a total of 5 waves, and the enemy has deployed half of their waves at the time of their deployment. So that means we've come halfway, and that should give you a good idea of what kind of damage and progress the Chaos attackers can do under that time. And at this stage, yeah, I mean, if you double this, they could probably capture the whole map. So this gives you an idea of how even this is. But there's definitely more than one sorcerer on the ground right now. There could be more. Could be 2, actually. But we have some Kasrkin guys moving up to the flag here, holding it down. This is epic. But they're taking a lot of fire. At least they're supported by that Lehman Russ. Oh. I think the Chaos might... Or the Chaos, or is it just Chaos? I think they've... I'll call them the Heretics from now on. Or the enemy, I suppose. I think they've knocked out the main gun, or the actual turret. So this tank is down to using its side bolters and plasma cannon. And the plasma cannon is attached to its hull, so it's got a limited radius of attack. But yeah, overall, pretty good so far, I'd say. Let's have a look back here on the right side. The trenches are starting to empty out. We've got a grenade launcher alive here. How's the left side doing? Pretty empty as well. Got some Kasrkin guys staying low. Next wave has been deployed, so they're going to be sent up quickly. Rear line is starting to engage now as well. This is the third type of turret I've deployed. This is a... I'm trying to remember the name of these. I know it. I should know. It's a tarantula. There you go. Good Diplex. Pat on the head. There you go. Nice. You remembered something correctly without doubting yourself. This is the twin... Now I'm going to get this wrong, of course, so it's never a full, complete victory. Never. But yeah, it's practically a last cannon, I suppose, or a laser gun, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, twin. I can count. Nice. Nice. Oh, that plasma. Let's have another look here at the enemy. Remember that time I made this huge Chaos attack, and there was like Guardsmen basilisks firing, and, you know, a dozen or 2 dozen Heretics would implode at the same time after being hit by a shell? Someone made a meme of that on Instagram, like a Warhammer fan page, and there was this bro dude kind of meme with a Guardsman helmet on, and it said, "Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time." It was so funny. And then there was this picture of everyone blowing up, and it was from my video. I don't think he credited me, but I don't care. It's not about that. I'm just saying. It was fun to see. This Lehman is still holding, and believe it or not, the flag is still kind of intact. There are guardsmen nearby. This guy's got a heavy plasma gun. They're getting closer. Basilisks are firing away for full effect. Oh, look at that. Oh, way to paint the battlefield. There's going to be a lot of blood in the snow now. Sorcerer moving up, though. We want to stay clear of him. This guy's deadly. Rocket away as well. Interesting. It's firing at the tank. Or, no, actually, infantry nearby. Why would he use that rocket on an infantryman? There's a Lehman Russ you need to knock out with that rocket instead. Like, what are you thinking? I think they might have knocked out the tank. The bolters have stopped firing. The plasma... No, never mind. Speak of the devil. I think this is the 3rd Kasrkin squad being deployed. There could either be 1 or 2 more, but it's definitely not the 2nd one, so it's either the 3rd or the 4th. So the enemy has about twice that number of waves remaining. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of troops coming in. So far, it's about halfway. I can't believe we're still holding this. I think it's... the Lehman is still alive. The Lehman Russ. But, like, it's taking a lot of fire. I know Chaos can knock it out. They have a lot of rocket launchers per wave. So either they've been unlucky losing them, but they should really be able to knock it out entirely. They do have the weaponry for it. I've seen them do it before, so... I'll be a little disappointed if they can't get past it. It'll be like a hero squad, like Wittmann's Tiger Tank or something. I don't know. But it's pretty dope to see this in action. It's like, I think it's... Yeah, it's definitely lost its main gun. I mean, you can tell. It's like, look at all the bullet holes and stuff piercing it here. You see these little marks? Yeah. Khazarkan reinforcements moving up. So nice to see them still holding the flag. That Sentinel went up in flames. That's cool as well. Love seeing the smoke just spread. Drift away across the battlefield. It's really nice to reuse a map like this. It changes completely. It's a different feeling, but it's the same map. More trenches, different ground terrain. So instead of being muddy and rainy, it's now like sunny, or it's bright and wintry and cold. It's nice. Oh. You can see the explosions, the muzzle flashes. Look, boom, from the artillery in the background. Honestly, wow. So that's kind of crazy. I'm certain the feed of reinforcements have stopped. I mean, most of these trenches are empty. In fact, they all are. Back here, yeah, there's casualties, but they're not empty. But there's like one remaining line back here still kicking. I think the Khazarkan guys, being very few, still made a difference. But what is absolutely the hero of this game is this Leman Russ. And, you know, I'm telling you, this was a battle I made. Wow, that's cool. With the objective or goal of being, like, uncertain. Chaos could definitely win. I'm certain they still could. Not now, obviously, but they definitely can. But they've just been unfortunate with the use of rockets. They've gotten bogged down. If they had destroyed this tank prior to now, like maybe having one or two waves of reinforcements left, they would have pushed through heavily. I mean, they would have knocked this defense out quite easily because the sorcerers are that powerful. And it would have been down to the, maybe not the basilisks, but the actual remaining last waves of Khazarkan to hold them off. But, hey, it's an Imperial victory. I can't deny that, even though I might get some hate for being partial. But this is the one time I'm telling you, not the one time, but this is I'm telling you, I'm admitting to the fact that I've actually done my best to be non-partial. I'm probably not going to give this game a second go. I'm just saying if this tank had been knocked out. It's a hero tank, unfortunately, though. Moving out of the cinematic mode, selecting the actual tank. Yeah, it did lose its main gun, as you can see down there, bottom left. But for some reason, this mod doesn't display kill count. Because I guess for the Empire, the only thing that counts is victory. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. I have an interesting video idea that I think I'm going to work on later today and upload later tonight. So for those of you who know time zones well, my current uploading schedule is 6 o'clock p.m. and 3 a.m. Central European time. That translates to, let me see here, 12 p.m. East Coast and 9 p.m. East Coast. Okay, so that's, yeah, there's 9 hours in between. And for the West Coast dudes, that is 3 hours before then. So first upload goes up 9 a.m. West Coast, and the second one goes up 6 p.m. West Coast. Yeah, that should have been pretty clear. Thank you guys for watching this video, and let me know what you guys would like to see next, as well as if you guys want to see a mouse cursor or not. Here's casualties, by the way. You can't see most of them because, well, artillery shakes them off the ground. Complete erasers. There's a few bastards crawling around, but the Acadian flag stands. So does this Lehman Russ, and it saved the day for the Imperial troops here. I think Chaos, they would have run over this rear line so quickly if they didn't have this tank stopping them and just, soaking up the attention. And the Basilisks did a lot of work as well. Really nice to see. Loving these guns. Probably like my favorite artillery piece all time. Maybe not quite, but almost. They're still firing, just shaking things up. Oh, he's gone. And on that note, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again.